Any excuse is good to return to Jaca, and if the reason is a festivity, the decision cannot be kept waiting. The Holy Week in Jaca is extraordinary, not only for the popular devotion, but also for the tradition and history of its confraternities, and the elaborateness of the sculptures and images of its processional floats. Saint Arosia is the patron saint of the city, and on the 25th of June, the parochial crosses of the three paths and the pilgrims of the saint represent the fervour of the peoples of Jaca. But the greatest outpouring of the townspeoples is experienced on the morning of the first Friday in May, a festivity with the smell of gunpowder, which is mixed in the air with the sounds of brotherhood. Jaca is a city of people with open, sincere hearts, where every 2 years, at midsummer, hundreds of musicians and dancers from all over the world come together to sing and dance in the folklore festival of the Pyrenees, recognized by UNESCO. And after all these unforgettable days of festivity, I look for a quiet place. Valleys open up their nature trails through the forest and beckon me to contemplate their beauty, for the good of both body and mind. The climate in Jaca, with twice as many sunny days as overcast ones, offers the resplendent blue skies, in which a large number of bird species attract both expert ornithologists and keen bird watchers. In the pages of Don Quixote I read, "Tell me, brave young man, and may God alleviate your anxieties, if you grew up in Libya or the mountains of Jaca, in the shadows of Mount Oroel," the end of the refrain, which thousands of people from Jaca intone in the main street on the first Friday in May. What can the mountains of Jaca possibly have? What does the Peña Oroel have? Climbing to its summit, the view from there provides me with the answer. An explosion of colour in spring and autumn, and in winter and summer. I feel fascinated by these valleys. Its nature trails through the forest beckon me to contemplate all the beauty of its flora and the great diversity of animal species. Summer is the ideal time to walk along the Pyrenean paths, now free of snow. The cycle is repeated year after year. In Jaca, as in the Pyrenees, all is renewed every 12 months, but fortunately the landscape remains faithful to the beauty and appearance of centuries and centuries ago. Jaca, a city with an Olympic vocation. Jaca and its surroundings, where I have found an answer to my sporting spirit. An incomparable setting for adventure sports which respect the environment. For doing sports or simply watching. For flying to the heart of the Pyrenees and reaching the lofty snow-capped summits. Because here the snow is the main tourist attraction in winter at the ski resorts of Astun and Candanchu, only 30 kilometers from Jaca. And among the winter sports, throughout the entire year, ice is the star attraction. In the foothills of Peña Oroel, like a giant glass whale, is the great ice pavilion of Jaca. Inside, there are 2 rinks for practice and competition, or, as in my case, to enjoy my first few steps. Jaca, a sports city par excellence, with modern installations in continual growth, which entices to do sports and also to relax. A charming city where nothing is missing. My walks have allowed me to discover a city with centuries of history, which contrasts with a present that looks towards the future. A modern city in constant progress, which is promoting its tourist image at the same time as it is establishing new industrial areas and economic development. It's not necessary to move far from the center to enjoy a simple walk surrounded by nature. And in the present, as well as organizing congresses and conventions, Jaca is also a top-class cultural center which offers a varied program throughout the year. A city in which every type of culture finds a place. Jaca, a dynamic city, and at the same time relaxed and comfortable, which invites us to go shopping in its unique and select variety of commercial establishments, or simply to wander down its streets, trying some of its exquisite gastronomic specialities, such as the local cakes. And as a contrast, I didn't want to miss out on the festive atmosphere of the nightlife in Jaca, enjoying the fun in the busiest spots within a wide variety of pubs and bars, offering tapas and drinks. Jaca is an open, generous city which looks towards the future from its important and eventful past. A welcoming city with pleasant country hotels, as well as its varied network of accommodation, comfortable hotels and holiday apartments. In these lands, I have enjoyed the taste of the mountain stoves, of gentle open fires, of a rich and varied local gastronomy, able to satisfy the most demanding of palates. For the traveller who comes to Jaca, the most compelling image continues to be that of a city nestling among the mountains, overlooked by the Peña Oroel and closed to the north by the mountain walls of the Pyrenees. And that same traveller, captivated at first by the natural surroundings, will return to Jaca to see the old stone monuments, to breathe in its culture and retain in their memory the images of all the sensations experienced. Jaca, I like it.